a big fall's coming.
Yeah.
Pride comes before the fall.
Yeah.
And we tend to think of pride as just like, an arrogant SOB. That's not what pride could be, right? Pride could just be to think much of yourself because of your works, right? To think, that's what the serpent wants. He wants you to think much of yourself because of your works. He wants you to think much of yourself because of what other people think of you, because that's a slippery slope, right? It comes and it goes. People who are singing your praises and loving you one year, the next year, they may not like what you have to say about the gospel.
Right.
Listen, a whole lot of people loved what I had to say about identity. And then when I started moving on to life and death, they didn't like it. No, they didn't like it.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not to despise or disparage them, because I walked through that. I didn't like it when God shifted that in me. And it revealed what was in my heart. And I posted this in the Bible study. I encourage everybody to go read it. Bertie's post about fresh manna.
Yeah.
See, what God come and revealed to me is that I was like the Israelites. I don't want this light bread from heaven. I want flesh. God was busy trying to give me a life that was born from above, that the world can never give me. And I was busy telling him, I want the life the world can give me. And that's where much of the church is. And much of the church has to be let out of that place where God keeps trying to give us manna from heaven, fresh manna every day. And we're busy thinking, I don't want that light bread. I want the bread the world can give me. Right?
Yeah.
Because we all want to have a good go of it in the world, don't we? I mean, none of us want to have a bad go of it. Can we just be honest? I mean, none of us want to have a bad go of it.
No.
We want to see these things happen because we're passionate about it. Right? But really what's happened is we're like the Israelites. We don't want that light bread. Don't tell me about that.
Right.
It's the church is in a sad state when we're only talking about the resurrection on Easter.
Yes.
A guy messaged me the other day from, I think, Africa, maybe Nigeria. And he said, listen, man, I've been listening to your messages for like the last 2 years. I've been going back in the thing and listening to all of them. Not that he'd been listening for 2 years, but he'd gone back for the last 2 years and been listening. He said, I can't tell the difference between Easter Sunday and every other Sunday in your church.
Hallelujah.
And listen, that was the greatest thing he could have ever said to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Christ in him crucified.
And that's the greatest thing he could have ever said. But so many times, listen, and I'm the same way. So we're not disparaging people. Can we not just talk about innocence and actually embrace innocence? Which means we can talk about the things that are being ironed out of us without being ashamed of it or think that someone's speaking ill of us.
Right.
It's like we can't even talk about the things that we want to be circumcised from our heart without us taking it personally, without us thinking somebody's speaking negatively about us. Listen, most of us have been in the place where we want the bread that the world can give us. That's okay. God doesn't despise us for that. But he's not going to leave us in that place because that bread doesn't give life.
Right.
And so he's going to lead us out of that place. Right? And so all of us need to just take a deep breath and consider that. Right? That are we crying out for the flesh? I want the flesh. I don't want that like that.
Greg, what